crowd scream, still ballin' like an offspring. This for all the ones that doubted me. Gotta lose once to be a true winner. Only want the hunters with the blues in it. Eating blood across it where the blood dinner. Juice stay turned like, you know. I've been through that water like Olympic swimmers. Only bread and butter, what we ate for dinner. So I had to lean to the dream is bigger. Only want the gold, we don't need the silver. Gotta be number one, number two never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them out. Making my babies proud, wanna call my mama a house. Coming straight out the south, gotta know juice to end the drought. Yeah, I buy like 23. Won't fall again, and I put that on me. Yeah, I feel the way, my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah, that's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. I can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drip. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here. Reaching my goals, I do not feel ashamed. I'm a dog, I'm a beast, and I cannot be tamed. I don't do it for fame, it's the love for the game. I go in like I'm trained. I'm prepared for the rain, they amazed. I ain't break from the sticks and stones they threw. Anything that you can do, I can do it better than you. No matter what I do, achieve, still got something to prove. I spent the check on the diamond cross, but still ain't paid my dues. Gotta be number one, number two never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them out. Making my babies proud, wanna call my mama a house. Coming straight out the south, gotta know juice to end the drought. Yeah.
Yo.
I buy like 23. Won't fall again, and I put that on me.
Yo.
I feel the way, my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah, that's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Coming for the win, can't take another L. Yeah, we here.
I heard a flare gun, I'm ready to race. No, I don't fear none, I'm stuck in my ways. They say I'm the chosen one, see it in my face. Get this one and I'm holding on, I can't be replaced. I just take a sip, but it's split, we on track for the win. Celebrate the win again, celebrate the win again. Take a sip, but it's split, we on track for the win. Celebrate the win again, celebrate the win again. Yeah, the sun can't touch me, got a brand new visor. Yeah, you're friend smart, but my butt's wide.
second nature. All is automatic.
You fools hurt. Jesus will.
It is loud and it is wet as we welcome you inside Lumen Field on your standard rain-filled afternoon in Seattle, Washington. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Miami Dolphins and the Seattle Seahawks. Fielded just outside the goal line. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
Their own 25-yard line.
1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. They go play action with Hurts. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And 23 yards, the final tally.
Love the play call that time. Love the design. You put 3 tight ends on the field. That screams jumbo set, running formation to a defense, right? No, they go play action, and defense gets confused for just a split second. And next thing you know, completion for good yardage.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
39-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Play action. Here's Hurts sliding out of the pocket. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Off the play fake. Here's Hurts. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Not the desired outcome, but probably won't be the last time we see him take a shot downfield.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Hurts. That's complete to Mooney. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Darnell Mooney, the target there. And now it's 2nd down.
Similar to a shooter in basketball, just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Jenkins. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. Now we've got whistles and movement up front. I think this is against Seattle. Well, that's a tough, costly penalty because now it makes it 3rd and 6 after the false start. Now this time he'll look to throw. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the 1st down as he's tackled at the 1.
1st and goal.
9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, 1st and goal. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Jalen Hurts with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Seahawks have taken a 1st quarter lead. The point after through the raindrops up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own.
2 and the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. And from the shotgun, he'll throw. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Now let's see who this is on. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
The drive starts with a completion left side. And he'll be out of bounds right around the 20. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that 1st touchdown given up.
The Dolphins will send out the punter now as he's on to punt for the 1st time this afternoon. Stephon Diggs. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. A 62-yard punt return. And the Seahawks get the quick strike touchdown.
The kicker on for the extra point.
A lot of times they want this guy just to try to flip field position. He flipped it all the way into the end zone.
Yeah, the rule of thumb is, can you pick up 10 yards? That's getting a 1st down. Instead, he takes it all the way and provides a big spark for his team.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. Once again, they run with Breida on 1st down. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Out of the shotgun, Breida. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. So you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit, and find our way back into this game.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end, and he'll go down at the 28. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
And he'll find Akins there, complete. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
2nd and 6 at the 24-yard line.
And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Tagovailoa going to try and throw on third down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Brandon Jones picking it off. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. No doubt a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. DK Metcalf, 76 yards. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will make it into the end zone. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up.
Recovered by the Seahawks.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Darnell Mooney, the target there. But it'll be second down.
Byron Jones on the coverage.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Here's Hurts to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Nothing.
Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. Throwing is Hurts. Eluding the pressure right. Hurts fumbles it. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And I do believe this is going to wind up a safety. It is. It's a safety. How about that for a wacky play?
Partner, I know I'm supposed to really describe what happened there. I'm counting on you for this one. That was one weird play.
Well, what I was going to ask you, in these situations, shouldn't these guys just dive on the football around the goal line rather than try to make a heroic return?
That's what they're taught. And sometimes in the heat of battle, sometimes that heroic stuff comes to the front when you really don't need it.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. Second down, here's Jalen Hurts. That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissly. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory.
The ball carrier.
Up from his linebacker spot, Deion Jones making the play.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Now a throw for the left sideline, and he's got it. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 23. 23 yards the pickup there.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
He'll find Metcalf. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Hurts fumbles it, and this is picked up by the Dolphins. He's at the 50, the 40, and a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. So the turnover forced, and a wonderful job on a big return.
And how about the convoy that got created to help him get all the way back upfield? I mean, that's the part that people miss on. That's practice. That's worked on. It doesn't just happen in a game and everyone rallies. They discuss it prior to, and everyone knows their role when they create a turnover like that.
Not much there, only a yard. Still 9 yards to go on 2nd down from the 27.
27-yard line.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and 1. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. And Mike Tomlin going to roll up the sleeves here and say, let's go for it on 4th. They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. Throw right side into the hands of Akins. And the Dolphins are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. Running out of the gun here, Breida. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
And Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run. Tua
now, 3rd and goal. just what Seattle was hoping for. The coverage holds, and now 4th down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Makes the scores.
Well, that's something of a pick-me-up. The offense certainly has struggled, but they do get the field goal before half to put 3 on the board.
Yeah, you don't want to be shut out, but let's face it, those 3 points, that's not going to solve all their problems either.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And last time, the fumble, the turnover. Now they still have the lead, but I don't think coaches care. The turnovers will bother them no matter what the scoreboard says.
That's the relief that you still have the lead, but coaches look at what if and what it should be. Turning the ball over when they've got a chance to score more points and increase the lead, that's what's going to affect them.
And they're also thinking to future weeks, maybe when the game's closer, right?
No doubt about it. You want to clean up everything. Let's just be honest about it. They want everything to be perfect at all times. They don't want to give up anything that's going to hurt their team.
Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
And the Seahawks on 3rd down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
On 3rd down, a run from Breida. And they're going to get him down well short of the 1st as he can only get this to the 30. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance. Reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. I think you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keeping them short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
And he missed it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Now, this was a clear day in September. I'd say this is well within his range. I feel very confident about this kick, but let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Darnell Mooney, the target there, and it's 3rd down.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Hurts sets up to throw it. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. The Seahawks send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And take it right on the 30. 31 yards on the punt there. And it'll be Dolphin football.
37-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. Here's Tua. They'll set up a screen for Breida. Oh, now Breida loses it. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
Complete.
And maybe that one caused by the weather. Of course, the rain coming down. Charles, can you maybe, when you're carrying that football, grip it too tight in the rain?
I think that you can, and it's such a delicate balance, too, because when you grip it so tight, sometimes it'll slip out from your body. You squeeze it too hard, and it'll pop out on its own. I've actually had running backs talk to me about that when they've tried too hard, even in perfect conditions, the ball gets away from them. They've got to find a good balance, carrying it firmly, yet at the same time under control.
He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. And down inside the 15 he goes. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. Will Dissly, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. This will be caught at about the 6. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room.
1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Jalen Hurts in the final seconds of the first half. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook, but even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. Room to run at the 50. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And he loses the football a 2nd time. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And that one is his 2nd fumble loss. Not a good look out of your return man.
And not only does he hurt the momentum for his team or even change momentum of the game, but now they've got a decision to make on his own sideline. Does he continue to do that? Do you keep him in that role, or do you bring someone else in at this time?
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Rolling to his right. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. Pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a 1st down.
14. 1st down, Dolphins.
From the gun, it's Tua. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Jarran Reed muscles his way in for the sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
That just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Fighting through, under pressure again, and down he goes again.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive.
And now look at him go. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A big play there. 76 yards. And the Dolphins are able to cut into this lead. Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try and make a comeback.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Counter play with Jacobs. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play. On 1st down, Hurts steps away to his left. And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. Well, you don't want to coach him, Charles, to stay in the pocket on every play, but I guess that's the danger of getting outside of the pocket, extending a play and making a bad throw. Turns into 6 points the other way.
Yeah, sometimes when you get outside the pocket, your vision actually gets obscured a little bit, or you narrow it down too much, and you don't see all the defenders in the area.
And he will get into the end zone to cut the lead a little bit further.
Dolphins 17.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
Their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They had that first half lead, but they have been shut down here in this 3rd quarter, so time to retool a bit.
And probably need to tap into that emotional vein that gets them back to really playing hard and effectively. Because a lot of times we think it's just play calls and this isn't working and it's shutting them down. Sometimes when you get a lead, you lose your edge. You don't play quite as hard. That's what they're looking for here.
Trying to get that edge back as they've watched this lead shrink a little. Give them a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 39-yard line.
From the gun, it's Hurts. A quick throw going to be caught by Diggs. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 45-yard line. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 45-yard line. Left side caught by Diggs. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Give him back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another first down.
10 at the 29-yard line.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And the return will stop right around the 25. He got outside the pocket there trying to improvise, and he was calling for the ball downfield, but still the interception.
I think what happened, he did call for the ball thinking that he was open, but I think the quarterback spotted him too late. And that margin that he had on the defenders, that got eaten up, and they came up with the interception.
Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Boy, he came in off the edge so quickly there.
Look out, because that's exactly what it was being shouted by the offensive lineman to his quarterback, because he had no chance to block him.
Looking for Shepard deep. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick six last week. Not a pick six here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week, he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
A run with Jacobs there on first down, but he'll manage only a yard or two at best. Second down coming up.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the third quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the fourth quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
That's a gain.
He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his second catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their third corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. Well, they're down here in the fourth, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. That is the play they needed in a two-score game here in the fourth quarter.
No doubt about it. They did what they had to do to give themselves a chance to get back into the game. They turned it over to the offense. They are now in charge.
Now they need to execute. Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the third time. Brandon Jones picking it off. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Touchdown, Seahawks.
And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
And this one incomplete. So they went for the two. They don't get it.
I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for two, and they did.
Oh, yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There's a turnover, you take it away. They stuck it in the end zone. Keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that 2-point attempt.
Tagovailoa trying again after the pick six. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A really good pickup of 28 yards. He's going to look deep down the field. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And all the way down to the 7-yard line. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the fourth, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? And again, it's Tagovailoa. This will be caught at about the 5. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to 3rd and goal.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield.
Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. And that is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on 4th down, this is a big call. So they decline the penalty. That seems a little odd.
I'm trying to work through it and work with them to figure out why.
Well, someone's got to be confused.
That's what I think. I'm pretty sure that the bench is saying take the penalty, and somehow in the heat of the moment, they thought they were saying decline the penalty, and that's going to work against them. They should have taken it.
And he coughs up the football near his own goal line. And a most curious way there to burn some clock. That was wild, and at the end of all that, it winds up a safety. All right, Charles, help me out here. 4th quarter, you've got the lead, and you run backwards into the end zone. You're just trying to do too much.
I almost don't have words for it. But, you know, every coach that we talk to talks about running backs or people running the football, running north-south, getting upfield. He went way in the opposite direction, and that's going to cost his team.
Yeah, it cost him big time. Still leading, but it costs him. Setting to throw on 1st down is Tua. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 40. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's Hurts to throw. He'll buy some time right. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. They get 17 on that one. Move the chains. 1st down Seahawks. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Man, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Being chased out left toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point, and they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
19. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. Their mini two-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. The throw here caught by Devontae Parker. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores. Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win? That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That one good for 26 and a first down. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And now here is another interception. Brandon Jones picking it off. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety. I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football. And nothing but daylight ahead. And he'll be marked down deep on Miami's side of the field.
That's good.
It's a big play there for Seattle. 66 yards.
1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Let's go. Let's do this.
So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Brandon, more often than not, you'd say they've had his number, and we can count them up so far. 1, 2, 3, 4 sacks given up. But guess what? He's still been able to make some plays, and right now they have a lead. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. That one looks like he'll throw here. Looking left side, he's got it complete. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line.
It's a gain of
They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
Let's get off the field. Like 7.
Throwing is Hurts. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Well, instead of 4th down after the incompletion, it'll be 1st down, roughing the passer. Coaches love their defenses to be aggressive, but they want them to be smart as well. Have to leave the quarterback alone at a certain point. So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. DK Metcalf with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Seahawks capitalize on this short field as they take it in for 6. Point after, right down the middle. And that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This taken in about 4 yards deep.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point. that's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions. We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
And it's 3rd down.
Tua looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. They lost a big chunk, 6 yards there, and it leads to 4th down.
46.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Seahawks, hey, they finish a perfect month of September as they move to 4-0 on the new campaign. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Arizona Cardinals next week. Meanwhile, for the Dolphins, they'll fall back to 500 at 2-2. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at MetLife Stadium with the New York Jets. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL